Hey guys, what's up? This is your boy Uzumaki Clan here today, coming at you with a review. And today I am going to be sharing with you guys my thoughts on the newest installment in the Toy Story franchise, Toy Story 4. Now, when this movie um, was coming to theaters, I was a little skeptical. I wasn't 100% sure if I was going to either enjoy this film or feel disappointed. And after seeing this movie, I can honestly say that this film really touched me from an emotional level, especially towards the ending, which I will get to in a sec, but right now I just want to say that the film in general was great. Beautiful animation as always. Pixar always goes 100%. Even some of the films that I'm a little bit critical on, such as Bug's Life and, of course, The Good Dinosaur, those films are still good consistently. Well, the animation is still beautifully produced. There isn't really one Pixar movie I can honestly say was poorly done. But yeah, this film's animation was really solid. Now, when it comes to the story of Toy Story 4, I can honestly say that out of the 4 films in the franchise, this one in my personal opinion is probably the weakest in the series. Now, before I start diving in towards the spoiler territory, which I will tell you will be in this video, so be aware of that, I want to point out what the essential plot is. So the movie takes place, I believe, either a year or a couple or 2 years after the events of the third movie. And of course, if you watch the third Toy Story film, you would know that Andy had given his toys to the little girl Bonnie. So in this film, we have Bonnie. She's about a year or 2 years older. She's about to start. She's about to start. I believe it's elementary school, if I remember correctly. And she goes there, and she makes a new friend named Forky, which is basically a fork that she made into a toy with using clay, putty, sticks, and all kinds of arts and crafts stuff to make this character, this new character, Forky. And honestly, I can say that as a character with Forky, I was a little bit annoyed with him at first. I wasn't sure if I was really going to like him or if I was going to hate him throughout the entire film, but I think I started appreciating his character once him and Woody started connecting, which was later on within this film. So yeah, Forky, he has a problem. He feels as though as if he's trash, and he feels comfortable within the trash can, and Woody has to be there to stop him. And basically, what happens is that Bonnie's parents decide to go on a road trip, and and during this road trip, when they're driving at night, Forky, um, basically, he jumps out of the window, and Woody has to go out and find him. And throughout the journey, when he finds Forky, he starts to bring him back to Bonnie, and then out of nowhere, you see this store. Um, Basically, it's this little shop, which has a lot of knickknack items and so forth. And then he sees that Bo Peep may be there. So he takes Forky into this collectible shop, and he goes out to try and find her. And then later on in the film, we find out that Bo Peep, who is a major character in this film, is known as a lost toy. Basically, a toy that has no owner who goes out in the outside world freely. And basically, this whole film is pretty much a building up the character relationship between Woody and Bo Peep. And honestly, that's the entire movie, basically. They're trying to get Forky back. Um, and Bo Peep's with him on the journey. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the whole film altogether. Now, when I finished the film, I wasn't sure how I felt about the ending because honestly, the ending I believe was very heartwarming, but compared to the way how Toy Story 3 ended, I can understand what people are saying when they um, come with the claim that Toy Story 3 should have been the official ending because Toy Story 4 felt like felt like kind of like in not not an not yeah, it felt like the epilogue towards the series, which I would have to say yes, because this film's ending really did feel kind of like the story coming to a true conclusion. However, I do agree that the third ending of the series, the third film in the series, sorry, felt like the proper way to end the story of Woody and Buzz. It all started when Andy decided to learn to let go, which is something that Woody learns in this film as well. So I think personally it wasn't a bad ending. Sure, it felt kind of a little. Sure, it felt kind of a little bit. How do I say this?